Welcome in once again to the YGO Fresh Off the Press community, where we analyze the current pulse, trends, and forecast of the Yu-Gi-Oh markets. We're here to feed that endless eternal Yu-Gi-Oh cardboard market watch addiction, guys. You guys already know. Welcome in, guys. Wow, the channel, look at all those twos right there. That's what my mom used to call the triple ducks. Look at it right there. 2, 2, and 2. Man, the 2 looks like a duck. You know what I mean? Jay, what are you talking about? Man, the channel continues to grow. That's all that I like to hear and to see. And it's all thanks to you guys. What an amazing Yu-Gi-Oh community we're building, on out here. And you guys are amazing. Don't forget to subscribe. You just click right here, ring that bell, as it really does help out with the channel. That's all good and well, but Jay, whoa, a $200 comment? What is going on here? Yeah, today we're going to be talking about commons, guys. No one cares about commons. People be throwing commons away, especially those OTS commons and the core sets and the side sets, that do bring commons things. When was the last side set that had commons? But, that's neither here nor there. Guys, the whole point is commons. Get your game on. $400, 400 billies for a comment. What is going on here? Man, guys, look, we even have sales here, moderately played at 250. Man, who's paying 250 bills for a comment? Man, Jesus, $400. What is going on with this game? Of course, this is a collectible card. No one's gonna be playing this, but it looks nice. I won't lie. For a common, man, look at that background and everything. Man, let me leave this card at that. Then we have Cyber 2-2. What is this? A DR4, Dark Revelation 4 common, guys. You guys know there's some DR4 cards that are high, up there in price, high end, because collectors, they don't play. They like their Dark Revelation cards and things of that nature. 14 billies for this common. If you clean this up janitor style, we do see here's only a couple of listings in the market, then cleaned out one page, single digit listings, of course, guys. What matters with these particular commons from sets that are way old and things of that nature, you don't get traction via sales. You don't get that demand, that consistent demand, people coming in just buying up the card and things of that nature. So keep that in mind. These cards sort of artificial prices in the sense that there's not actual sales, but it's just based on scarcity. Like, who has this card? You know what I mean? So there's always collectors out there that sometimes buy this card even though you don't see the data here. Yeah, that's crazy though to see a common worth those prices. Then we have Camion Wizard from Astro Pack 3. As we can see here, another common. I like this artwork. We discussed, by the way, we made a common market watch way back in the day, the early days of the channel, months ago, and now we're revisiting a couple of these commons just to see their prices. And man, it's essentially, you have a 15 billy, that's Japanese. Really, it's a 25 billy common. Insane. You look at this, 2 pages, 12 listings, almost pushing single digit listings. And with this one, you do see some sales. Of course, sporadic sales here and there, a couple of sales per month for the most part, but people come in and buy. That is insane, man. Single print from Astro Pack 3. Collectors really like this card. I won't lie. It looks really nice, but not as nice as to shed out 25 billies for a copy of this. Just my opinion. Guys, we have Toon Dark Magician Girl, DMG. There's nothing like it. The waifu tax and the Toon version. Really like this card. It does have holographic prints, but the common from Pharaoh Tour promos, extremely hard to get. As you can see here, if we clean this up real quick, look, 25 billies for this common. Of course, you do have the 20 wall of China there in case any of you guys want to accumulate this card, but then again, as you can see, it pushes on to 40s and beyond. Cleaned out. 1 page, 5 listings, extremely hard card to get. Again, demand is not too crazy, as you guys can see there, but if you want this card, you're gonna have to pay for a premium. Then we have Elemental Hero Stratos from the same Pharaoh Tour promos set or whatnot. As you can see here, same deal, extremely hard to get this Stratos version. And there's people out there, hero collectors, they like to collect like every version of Stratos. Some people at one-ofs, other people at playsets. So 17 billies for this common. It's been going down with the walls of China, but yeah, not too many of these. Only, again, 1 page, single digit listings. And if you're an avid collector, especially a hero collector, then the demand is going to be there. Then we have Max C, the card of the moment per se, where like the ban list is near, and a lot of people always speculate speculate with this card. We just talked about this card in our upcoming Yu-Gi-Oh! Banlist predictions, as you can see there on the thumbnail. And yeah, I mean, people say for the most part, same deal. This card will never come back in the TCG. You know, it's too broken. It would mess too many things and decks up and yada, yada, yada. Probably right, you know, probably right. But it doesn't hurt to discuss the card, especially to see this price at a common. You know, look at this. First ed, 12s, 13s, crazy for a common. Imagine getting a playset of this when it first came out. This was super cheap, just straight money, just insanity. 3 pages, 22 listings, and this card does have a more consistent demand. As you can see, just this month, man, people are coming in, people are speculating. Now they're pushing up the price, as you can see, and a common maxi is worth a couple of shekels. Then you have Gatlin Dragon, another one. This one, look at this chart in the last 3 months, just literally going parabolic in a sense, just a clear straight uptrend. As you can see here, you know, this card is as a common worth what? Let's clean this up. Let me see. Oh, clear with photos without right there, guys. 15 billies. Look, cleaned out. You do have a 17 wallet China there. Goat cards, ironic by the way, but 1 page after the 17 wall is eaten up. Card is cleaned out, bought out, single digi listings here, and look, same deal. More demand on these than in the first ones that we covered, but again, as you can clearly see, this card's demand is skyrocketing. Definitely used as a extra deck monster back in the GOAT days. And yeah, it's just a hard card to get. Doesn't have too many prints from OTS Tournament Pack 7. There's another common too, but they're all worth in the teens, in the double digit teens. Then we have Elemental Hero Absolute Zero. Another one has holographic prints, but look, this OTS Tournament Pack 5 card, wow, just went parabolic. Now retracing back down to the mean, and now it might be starting, you know, the second leg up. So if we pierce the previous all-time high of 16s, we expect this card to go up to 20s and beyond. And as we can see here, you know, just double checking the listings, this is a 12 billy common right now. This card needs a reprint, only 2 pages, 19 listings. I mean, and again, the demand will always be there. Why? Because it's a hero card, and you know, there's nothing like that hero community. They really love and enjoy their cards. The artwork looks nice, and this is a card that definitely needs a reprint. Then we have Ancient Gear Fortress. Why is this card worth almost double digits? Can someone explain? I mean, no one's playing Ancient Gear. Is there another reason? You know, this card is a playset or 2 away from being a double digit card. Only 2 pages, 16 listings. Look at that. The demand. Who's buying this card at these prices? What is going on, man? Can y'all let me know? Or maybe, you know, this fits in maybe into a previous format or something. I don't know. I mean, it is a single print common from the Structured Deck Machine Reactors. Extremely hard to get those structured decks. Same structured deck that Maxi common came in. So that's crazy. Let me just click on here. It's crazy that this structured deck came out with dinos. No one cared about the structured deck, honestly. And as you can see, there's a, you know, just so much value. Look, $50, $60, man, for man, this market is just crazy sometimes. Guys, we're gonna bring in right now, you know, we're gonna do a Fresh Friday feature. We're gonna do it with Chris, none other than the Commute Man. He is a member of the channel. He's been a member for a while now. And yeah, it's been a while since we did the Fresh Friday feature. I want to get back to doing that, you know, every couple of Fridays, just bringing in a community member and just ask them a couple of questions, you know, just to nitpick their brain and see what they're thinking right now about the Yu-Gi-Oh meta, the format, just investment advice and things of that nature. And usually the community appreciates when we do that. So in just a couple of moments, we're going to go ahead and let Chris come in and actually, you know, provide his thoughts and just ask him a couple of questions. So yeah, Chris, I'm gonna let you in right now. You know, the floor is yours, and thanks for being on here with us.
Hey Jay, thanks for having me on finally.
Yeah, finally it's here, Chris. You know, thank you so much for everything you've done for me, the channel, you know, as a member, and I really appreciate you know, everything you've done. So I'm gonna just start it off really quick with the first question. Again, what Yu-Gi-Oh topic of your choosing do you want to talk about today? It could be banlist, collecting, the meta, buying and selling cards, you name it.
I'm gonna say buying and selling.
All right, buying and selling. All right, so yeah, just give us our, give us your thoughts on what you think about buying and selling Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Any maybe tips, advice that you have for the community?
Yeah, so I started selling almost a year ago on TCG Player. I just hit 400 sales, so hooray!
Hooray!
But,
hooray! Yeah, can you give me a card that you're selling right now, so we can look at your store real quick, if that's fine with you?
Shoot, what is that? That Firewall Dragon. Okay. Trying to think that
Singularity or Dark Fluid.
what is it? That one from
Let me see.
Cyberstorm Access. I'm sorry. It's a Starlight
I
Rare.
get you. Yeah, I know what you mean. Okay,
Yeah.
so right here. So I think it's Firewall Dragon Singularity
Yeah.
Starlight. Let me see right here. Let me
So
see. Where's Chris? Let's see. We have to find you,
probably
bro.
on page 2 or 3
Yeah,
because
we
I haven't
have to
updated that one in a
yeah,
while.
right there. Okay, guys. So again, just if you want to check out Chris's stores, Millennium Bolby TCG, as you can see, perfection. Look at those rates, 100%. You know, as you can see, over a year selling already. So we can see the facts here. We're not making this stuff up. Look at these reviews. Awesome seller. So make sure you come over here. This is the name, or you can look up that card, for example, shop from this seller and dig at it, because Chris always has competitive prices. And yeah, I appreciate that. I'm sorry to interrupt you. You can keep doing your thing, bro.
Oh, you're good, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate the shout out for the shop. That always helps.
Of course, man. Of course. That's what we're here for. Yep.
Yeah, so a little backstory. I actually started selling because of financial reasons. I had that Egyptian god Slifer Sky Dragon from King's Court, that secret Millennium Rare. So I posted that after I had some selling going on, and that's how I paid for Christmas last year. So like it was really helpful.
That's crazy to hear that. You know, just
yeah.
pull a card, pay for Christmas, man. You gotta love Yu-Gi-Oh, man.
It's crazy.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, so now this is my side business now. And just a couple things I noticed. Like, first off, listen to your boy Jay. I got a lot of great investments from him, a lot of good flips so far. That's helping my shop a lot, let alone, you know, haven't been holding too many bags besides, you know, happiness. But other than that one, we're good.
Right. We got to hold some bags, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And I didn't go crazy on that one. I was only a 3-up for me. Yeah, so I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah, you're good. Then you're good. My bag is a little bigger, you know what I mean? But we got to hold some. It's fine. Good entry price, though. So we're still good, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's only like a buck or two. That's fine, man. That's no big.
Right, we're good.
But
but good tips, man. Like just advice that you wanted to offer. And good, you know, backstory. Again, that's what for me, it started as a side hustle too. You know, just trying to post a couple of cards here and there on TCG Player. Once you get your first couple of sales, then that motivates you to keep going, and you start learning things. You start watching your boy Jay from fresh off the press, make certain investments, and usually things start going well. So, you know, I agree with you. I really appreciate that information. So yeah, anything else you wanted to chip in about buying and selling before we get to number 2?
Yep. So I want you guys to start looking at some of the super rares from like the recent sets. I know they all been kind of dog water according to community, but like there's a lot of hidden gems in there. And like when we get to the penny stonks, I'm gonna show one that I found. But there's a lot of super rares that are only a couple cents. And if you look at like, for example, the Chimera package, if you bought in early on that, you made some bank right off the bat, because like those went from 25 cents, like $1 or $2 for some of them.
That's a good point. Yeah, I remember Gorilla. Shout out to Gorilla in the Discord. Always been a great community member. He was like, guys, I'm in at $3, and then like a couple of days later, the card was double digits. So it's crazy.
Don't remind me about that one, Jay. Man, that's the one I missed out on. All right, I'm like, nah, I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna wait.
Yeah.
And then it went from 3 to 7 to 17, and I'm like, oh, it's gone.
Yeah, I mean, it was hard to speculate and to know that the demand would reach those levels. That was insane. From 3 to double digits, that's crazy. It always happens in the markets. It's just hard usually to pinpoint those specific cards. So I'm glad for Gorilla and you know whoever else made that move. But that's a great point you make. The other ones though, the ones that are cheaper, there was some that exactly like the actual monsters. Let me see if I could show them here. Where is it? I would have to go to Duel. But yeah, the actual monsters, not the fusions, they were cheap too, like quarters and $2 a pop, and then they went up to like $1 billion or two. So yeah, those are great returns, 2, 3, 4x. So you definitely hit the spot with that one.
I know it's a lot of small market, but you know that can add up over time. And then some people see you listing lower on that, then they get to that $5 threshold if you offer the free shipping, and then boom, you made an extra couple billies. Yeah,
exactly. You know, with cards that you got extremely cheap, you can make, you know, $4 or $5, and then that helps the sales too. You know, because the demand comes in, and then your stores start looking nicer, and you get more sales and things of that nature. So I like that mindset. I do. That's a good one. Yeah.
And then for packaging though too, that's another thing I want to talk about real quick.
Of course.
Like if you guys ship a card in like top loaders, do not use packing tape or anything like that. Use painter's tape. That blue tape you see at the hardware store. Pick up a roll of that. I shipped like probably 100 orders using that, because that peels off nice and easy, doesn't get any residue on the top loader, and people get their cards faster.
Yeah, that's a great point. I need to take up that advice. I have like 5 years selling, and I just use like the regular clear tape, not what is this, like
Yeah,
mate looking like
like the Scotch tape
yeah,
kind of
like
type
the
thing.
Scotch one, but I
Yeah.
showed it in the members video, like the way I do it, so it's not that bad. But yeah, listen to Chris, that blue one. I've received certain orders with that one, and it's true. The painter's tape, man, that thing just peels off quickly. So that's definitely something that I'm going to be implementing in my store. So I really appreciate that, Chris. And you guys, if any of you guys have a side hustle, a TCG player store selling, TCG cards and things of that nature, make sure you keep that tip in mind. All right, so number 2, very quickly, just give us your story about why you love Yu-Gi-Oh. Just in a nutshell, maybe what brought you to Yu-Gi-Oh, why you love it so much, and why you still play or do it till this day.
So I'm actually a Yugi boomer, or a Gen 1er Pokemon terms. So
Yeah.
I remember watching the show every Saturday morning, make sure I wake up on time and stuff,
Right.
to watch it.
The good old days.
Oh yeah, man, I miss that.
Yeah.
But but yeah, so my brother and I would always duel while watching. And I don't know if you got the picture I sent you about the Dark Magician.
Let me show it right here. Let me see if we can show it to the community. Boom, right there. That's the
So
DM.
it's a little rough.
Let me
It's
see.
a little rough.
Just a little bit, right? Just a little bit. Tiny
I
bit.
still remember. I still remember how the back middle got damaged. We were dueling, and I attacked with Skull Red Bird for game. My brother got mad and lifted his hand up and flipped the Kool-Aid cup over, and we had to scramble to grab our cards.
Oh my goodness, yeah, man, those are the days when you have siblings, and then there's drinks near the cards and things of that nature. Yikes, man, yikes! When that happens, it's tough. It's tough.
And then what didn't help was the dual disc either, because you watch the show, you're like, oh, I can throw my cards on dual disc.
Right.
Well, they don't really sit in those old school dual discs that well, so my Dark Magician's corners got tore up from that.
Yeah, as we can see, and then we can check the back too. Let me just show the back real quick.
Yikes, oh yeah, that's the worst part.
Yeah, but I mean, you see the card's condition and everything, but the sentimental value that it has, it's priceless to you. So you know what I mean.
Oh,
Look at the stories you got and how you still remember, and the nostalgia. I know there's a lot of people in the community that share that same type of sentiment. So that's why I like asking people like you, people I bring on, just to give their backstory about Yu-Gi-Oh, because we all have a story. You know what I mean? And my personal story, I'm going to talk about it in our podcast episode 3 coming out soon. And it's gonna be interesting, for the community to hear my personal story. But yeah, man, thanks for sharing, that insight about Dark Magician, the anime, and all that good stuff. And I don't know if there's any last things you want to mention about that before we get to your penny stonk.
Just real quick, shout out to my friend Frank. He was the Kaiba, I was the Yugi. So I remember for a good 2 years there, we were going back and forth. Whoever got the newest card. So he got the Ultimate Dragon.
Oh, yeah.
I got Dark Magician Girl.
Yeah.
My dad actually used to help me get cards. So I remember one birthday, I got Dark Magician Girl and Catapult Turtle. So I was full Yugi mode then. And was able to just shoot stuff at his life points. And Yamador's ship was a fun one too.
Yo, for real, just listening to all these cards, those were the days. I mean, some people are new to the community, but us Yugi boomers, you know what I mean? That's priceless to us. So definitely shout out to Frank for helping my boy Chris, have those fun experiences back in the day. And Dad too, man. That sounds like he was cool, man. Getting you cards and stuff, that's priceless, man. So it's an honor to be able to, listen into your story, and I really appreciate you sharing, that with us today. So yeah, just very quickly, just moving on to what is your penny stonk of the day.
All right, so I actually got 2 here because I've been really anxious and ready to do this. There's one. Which one do you want to do first, Jay?
You can go with the first one. I have it pulled up. Is Claytus.
All right, Claytus. Yeah, because I cannot say that first word.
Yeah, I can't.
So this is
man. You already know.
That's why I relate to you so much, man. Both can't say words.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah, Claytus, he's a good generic rank 8 going into next format and Age of Overlord with Horus coming around and everything. So my 2 penny stonks kind of tie together.
Okay.
As we know in next set, Age of Overlord, Diabellstar, the Star Witch, or the Dark Witch, she's coming out, and she's a generic as all heck, level 7 spellcaster monster. And there's actually an engine for her as well, which I'll get into in a second. But my idea is Claytus, he's level 8, so if you use the Horus cards, easy rank 8. He has 3 effects, and one of them is bring back a spellcaster monster, which she is. So it's kind of more advantage. You can use that engine again type situation.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also,
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Let me just read the card
Oh,
so
you're
we
good,
can
bro.
have more of a background. So it says, if this face-up card would be destroyed, you can detach one material from this card instead. So you already have, destruction protection. Awesome. Each time your opponent activates a card or effect, except spell cards and effects, place one spell counter on this card when that card/effect resolves. Max 9. That's insane. You can remove 3 spell counters from this card. Apply one of these effects. So you can only use this effect of play this once per turn. Then you can either add one spell or one spellcaster effect monster from your deck to your hand. So you have a spell or a spellcaster, one spell or monster. Basically, either a spell or either a monster, you choose. That's crazy. And then, or you can special summon one spellcaster monster from your hand or deck. That's insane. I mean, when you put that, like just the flexibility, the versatility, just having options to choose depending on the situation. And like you said, it's generic rank 8. So that's crazy. Keep on going. You got me excited with this one already. I like it.
Yeah, and then I think it's only like 10 cents right now, maybe 15 jumped up next couple days.
We saw it right here, 11 cents. There's a 53 wall of China, so I mean, it's easy to
that's where I'm buying from after this video.
Yeah, same here, man. I didn't even know this card existed. Like I told Chris, I'm like, what? This is a thing? Let me get at least my own, put a Billy in and, live to fight another day. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's like I try to collect cards too. So, like when I pull something out of like a box, I only buy one box a set now, thanks to Jay.
Yeah, of course. Smart.
But I pulled this card and I'm like, this is generic spellcaster. But I'm like, dang, it's rank 8. Dark Vision can't use it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hold up. So that's where I found that one.
Yeah. You made that connection. I really like it. I really like this one as a penny stonk. You never know. This is 10 cents. If it hits a quarter, you're already up 2x. So that potential in itself, I love potential 2x's. People might come in, 10 cents, who cares? 10 to 20 cents is still cheap. Yeah, but I mean, you're doubling your money. So if you put in, 20 cents and got 2, now you get 40 cents back on the trade. I mean, that has to be the mindset. Just always trying to at least double up your money with the moves that you make. So I like it.
Exactly, and even a pendulum supposedly being the next big thing here, end of the year, they get out rank or level 8s pretty fast too. So boom, free recycling. Most pendulum decks are spellcasters.
That's
so
right.
just
it feels generic in that sense. Recycling. Yeah, either through the spell, the pendulum route, or with the new cards coming in Age of Overlord. It's just when you see the potential, this is where you analyze risk. And I see a card like this, and for 10 cents, 11, come on, like, is a perfect investment in my opinion. Even if it doesn't pan out, like, what are the chances that this card goes down to 5 cents? You know what I mean? Like, you at least break even, I guess. And if it pays off, then it could definitely, do well for your wallet, and that's the intention here, to get them pluses and profits. So I love it. Thank you so much for that, penny stock. And then you had a second one here that we'll pull up right here real quick.
Yep. When you got that.
Yep,
okay. Yeah, so the sinful spoils of blah 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 snake eyes.
Right.
So this one is actually part of the engine of Diabellstar. In the new set, Diabellstar comes out. She's like a 1 of, and then there's a spell, another like sinful spoil card, which is a 3 of, and this snake eye is the 1 of. So I'm thinking big welcome labyrinth situation here. It's like a 6 Billy card right now, maybe almost 7.
Right.
Everyone's gonna want to use it. Rescue Ace can use this engine to the extreme perfectness. So like that's something everyone's picking up too.
Okay.
The other monsters with her, Diabellstar, there's like some generic level fires. That's where our rekindling investment might come up later on too, But this is the one card not printed in the set that people need for the engine. So there's going to be a lot of people diving back in the Dune, and that's where you can hopefully get a double up like 12, 15 billies. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah. That's conservative and as a secret rare where, Welcome Labyrinth is an ultra, so as a secret, there's more potential to pierce 25s. Who knows, even 30s if the demand really comes in for this card, as you mentioned. So yeah, definitely a lot of potential. Just looking at the chart here, you see off the lows a small spike. So it's at 6 right now, pushing 640s. So not bad. Like you said, if it doubles up to 13 at the bare minimum, that's an easy 2x under 100 listings. So you see the demand here, guys, just showing them here, visually on the chart and showing the card as we can see the evidence. Same for the Starlight. Just quickly, we can see the Starlights are 36s, 37s. So this is one that could push, also double up if the demand comes in as a Starlight. Hard to get. The card looks beautiful. So I definitely like the potential on this one. I really do.
Oh, definitely. And seems like every high rarity card in Dune has been getting like bought out at different points because of the meta. And like this is one card or one package or engine, whatever you want to call it, is not going to get hit by the ban list.
Right.
Like
That's
big
the key.
welcome right now. There's speculation and stuff.
Yeah, there is.
But
That's
like,
one that I'm thinking, like we discussed before, like, it's nice because last time we checked, let me just bring it up real quick, right here. It was 20s, man. I'm like, man, Chris got to
yeah,
see that. Look, it's 20 billies, man, pushing on 22s. But if a ban list comes and it hits, Silver Castle or this card or whatever, then it might really hamper the value. So I'm thinking about, man, this first leg up is taking forever, so I might,
oh my god,
yeah. I don't know what
I
I'm gonna
got
do with this one, man.
I saw the playset at 18s, so
That's
that way
good. That's
I
good. I
got
like
all my
that.
money back,
Yeah, I like that.
and
I like
then
that. I like that. I
yeah,
like that. And now you're
I got 6
speculating. That's
left,
good.
but
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
yeah.
I just have 4, so I might sell 1, get my money back, or sell 3 and stay with 1. I don't know. I'll see when I get to that. But the good thing is to be in pluses and profits. And I love to hear that you made a move on this card and you already got your money back. That's what we like to see here. And with Sinful Spoils of Subversion, Snake Eye, really like the secret rare. I don't have this card, but for 20 billies, I might pick up a playset. Listen to Chris, and again, like I like to say, just live to fight another day. So I really do. I like that one. Thank you for your penny stonks, Chris. And then the fourth question is there any one thing that you would want to change? Just constructive feedback about the channel. Maybe certain new content you would like to see on the channel in the future.
Honestly, man, you're doing a phenomenal job. Like, I look forward to your videos every day. It doesn't matter what the topic is, I'll watch it. I'll be like, ooh, Jay dropped a video. Let me go watch this real quick.
Wow.
And then,
man.
like, with the commutes and stuff, too, I always go back and watch at least one of your videos. Or if, like, I'm at work, you drop a video, I know, hey, I got something to watch on the way home now.
Man, that's just when I listen to that, man. First of all, I really appreciate it, Chris. Just all the support. Like Chris is a member, guys. Like he's an actual member of the channel. He puts his money where his mouth is. He's actually supporting me and the channel directly, and that to me is priceless in itself. But even before that, the commute man always showing support, saying he listens to me, like he just said, on his commutes at work, and that's the goal with the channel, man. Like when you find some free time, you want to feel good, you want to discuss some Yu-Gi-Oh cards. That's what we're here for. So when I listen to people like Chris and other you guys via the comments, just express yourself that way. Like honestly, that's the goal and that's the purpose of the channel. So I really appreciate you, Chris, the support, and the rest of the community. And I always love to hear that. And a lot of people say it's hard for them to give constructive feedback at time. I mean, again, I know I'm not perfect. The channel's not perfect. There's always room for growth and improvement. So that's why I always like to ask the question. But I do appreciate the feedback that you just gave me. I don't know if you wanted to add anything to that.
I do have one small criticism. Right?
Yes, let's hear it.
Very minor. So
yes.
Show us the cards, Jay. Come on, man.
You got me on that one, man. Damn, I need it. Where's the cardboard, man? Do I got some here? Man, I'm slacking. That's my bad. I deserve that one, man. I deserve that one. I mean, in title number 4, even though it wasn't, obvious or direct, constructive feedback and things of that nature, but just your favorite then thing, of the channel. Your one favorite thing, since you found the channel and just as you watch my videos and things of that nature, if you have, the favorite thing that the channel offers to you and your life maybe and things of that nature.
I mean, I just love like your energy. Like I started off watching YouTube, like market watches, like House of Champs.
Yeah, of course.
And then I found Saki randomly on one of my first commutes to my new job, and I'm like, okay,
Saki's
let me watch him for a while.
Yeah,
and then he led me to you.
Awesome.
So I was like, this is amazing. And like your energy, the fact that you put daily content out there, which no YouTuber does anymore, it feels like. That's just an amazing advantage you have right now, and that's like the best thing you have going for you.
Yeah.
So, like, man, like that hustle and grind, man. You're doing a great job.
Yeah.
I just gotta say that.
Thank you so much, man. You always let me know about it, and I really appreciate it. It really does help just to keep that energy, that motivation going, and things of that nature. And yeah, I think MCO40, he's been around the block. Obviously, we all know him. I think he continues to push out daily content. So he's been a latest motivation for me personally. Just seeing him push out in the sense of that, just pushing out daily content. He pushes out 2-3 videos a day sometimes. So my mindset was always like, if he could do it, I could do it too. And we trying out here, you know what I mean? So it's just positive.
Oh, yeah, you're doing a great job, man.
Yeah, like he provided just positive impact just by the work he does. When you can analyze someone constructively and be like, wow, look, he's pushing daily content. That's what I want from my community. And I always keep things open. That doesn't mean that forever and the rest of my years of my life I'm gonna necessarily do daily content. That's the plan. That's the goal. Hopefully it stays that way. But mental health is key. Sometimes you never know if you have to tone it down or whatever or whatnot. But as long as I can, that's the intention. Just just like he does. And there's other people that do it out there. But yeah, I appreciate it. You know, that's what I wanted since day one, because I felt like I was missing that. You know, I love House of Champs, always give them their props. V, someone else that I watched, mentors from back in the day. But, you know, life happens. Some of them can't post, you know, as much content, things of that nature. So I wanted to fill in what I thought was that void. And, you know, to hear you provide that feedback, it really does, further entice me to keep going and, you know, and stay motivated and things of that nature. And I know the community feels the same way. So that's what we're here for. So thank you so much, Chris, you know, for just the feedback that you offered today, just the penny stonk of the day. Never had seen that card before. I need to get me a couple of copies after, you know, this episode. And just your story about Yugioh, you know, with your brother and Frank and your dad, that was amazing. And just talking about buying and selling Yu-Gi-Oh cards with your store and your side hustle, man. A complete fresh Friday feature. My bad, guys. You know, with Chris here. So thank you so much. Any last thoughts, Chris?
I was just gonna say, with the MCO40 thing, like, you know, that's my playlist every day. I watch you, then I watch MCO40, and like, you do fill that void now. And I'm glad to see the community's growing. You know, the fresh family's getting bigger, and everyone's just kind of going for it. You know, getting you almost to 3K soon. You're at what, 2.25 or something like that now?
Yeah, we're around there, 2.22K, man. It's a blessing. You guys have been amazing.
That's good, man.
Yo, for real, I really appreciate it, bro. Yeah, MCO40. Yeah, I really appreciate. I mean, I don't watch too many market watches anymore, especially like when I already do my own, you know. But just that hustle, that grind, I really respect that. You know, from a Yugi tuber to another, and even the people that don't, you know. Hey, I mean, that's the thing. Whatever works for everyone. There's people that don't do daily videos and they have massive channels as well. So, you know, it is what it is. But I like filling in my niche void, you know, for my community, and you guys appreciate that, and we're going to keep it ongoing. So again, thank you so much for your feedback, for participating today, Chris, and for dedicating a little bit of your time to the community. And thank you so much, brother. I really appreciate it.
Oh yeah, thank you, man. I really appreciate you having me. I'm glad we're finally able to do this. And I just want to say shout out to the wife, Maddie, for putting up with all of us with this crazy cardboard addiction. I know your wife, he does it too. So shout out to the ladies who respect the hustle and the craziness that we are.
For real, man. I love that. I wasn't expecting that one, man. Shout out to Maddie, most definitely. Shout out to wifey. And, you know, not everyone has a wife, things of that. But, hey, the people that do, respect to them, because they allow us to do what we do and to be who we are. So I really love that part, that last part there. Thank you so much, Chris, man. You were amazing today.
Hey, thank you, Jay, man. Thanks for having me again. Really appreciate it.
Sounds good. All right. Take care, bro.
All right, you too, man. Take care.
Sounds good. Yep. Bye-bye. All right, guys, man, that was Chris. Epic, man. The commute, man, just always offering that great advice. Man, it was great. I love doing these Fresh Friday features. I want to make sure I have you guys, you know, more of you guys over. And eventually, you know, it'll be a members only perk, you know, just to make sure that members feel exclusive. Like Chris, you know, he supports the channel. I really appreciate that. And I want to always pick your brains. You know what I mean? It's just amazing. So many great people in the Yu-Gi-Oh community with so much to offer, and I like to highlight, you know, those people in episodes like these. Hopefully you guys enjoyed Chris. You know, make sure you leave a comment down below, show him some love, and, you know, make sure you check out his store too, you know, as Chris is, you know, great people. Make sure you check him out. Then to finalize the episode, I mean, we're 30 minutes in already. Just in the next couple of minutes, just to finish talking about a couple of common cards here. As we can see, 17 billies for Royal Oppression. Just insanity, guys. Single digit listings. This one, I think it's for Edison, if I'm not mistaken, as a common from Champion Pack 8, just straight gone. Another one is Trap Dust Shoot. It actually has multiple commons, as you can, you know, see if we click view all versions. You know, the holographic is insane, and then you have a dual terminal. All of these cards are worth double digits. Why? Because again, GOAT format, I think it's at 1 in Edison. It's just a broken card that goes for the hand. And yeah, we clean this up here real quick. We can see an 11 to 12 Billy card here, 2 pages. And yeah, I mean, guys, pushing the 15s. This card needs a reprint, Konami. What are you guys waiting for? Then we have Avenging Knight Parshath from Legendary Collection 5Ds. A Synchro Monster, has a couple of printies, but hard card to get. As you can see, even the commons are what, 10, 11 shekels, double digits. Insane to see the demand coming in for just a common Synchro Monster. Just crazy. Thunder King Ryle. What a card. This card is epic. It stops the search. Is a Droll and Lockbird on steroids, you know, and it stops even a special summon. Just a great card. Look, the first stat commons, double digits, getting cleaned out. Not too much else to say for a broken card like that. Then we have a token, Scapegoat token. Just insanity, guys. 15 billies. Who's buying this? guys, who was this? Was it one of you guys? Nah, man. Metamorphosis, a GOAT card again. Iconic. Definitely needs a reprint as well. The only holographic is like thousands of dollars, as we can see. Still in the single digis, but after a couple of, one-ups here and there, it's a double digi card. Only 2 pages, 14 listings. You can see the demand. People want to play their GOAT cards, and they don't care about price action. Then we have King Tiger Wangu. I think this one went up recently. I don't know in what particular deck it fits in or whatever or whatnot, but guys, cleaned out. Is this something to do? Look, yeah, I don't know if it has to do against Unchained or something. I'm not gonna even speculate. Excuse me, guys. All I know is that you guys in the Discord were talking about this card. It's been going up. I don't know the reason behind everything, but I do know how to inform when a buyout is happening, analyze the charts and the demand, and go from there. And on a bad day, we do know the reason behind the spike. Then we have Red Eyes Insight. Guys, look at this card. In the last 3 months, continues to make all-time highs here with higher highs and higher lows. And wow, this common, guys, insane. Insanity. Look, if we clean this up, $5 here a deal, but after that it goes quickly to 7 bills. You have 4 pages, 31 listings. Crazy for a common from Legendary Duelist Season 1, Red Eyes Insight. And then the last card, Tour Guide from the Underworld. Due to Unchained, this common is spiking up into oblivion. It used to be $2.50 as a common, and as we can see, it's a 6 billy common, but after these are gone out of the markets, it quickly goes up to almost 8 billies for a common. Insane. 2 pages, 15 listings. Guys, a lot of craziness in the markets when you see commons being worth, so much money, especially most of them 5 billions and above into the double digits. Guys, hopefully you enjoyed today's content. We mixed it up with the Fresh Friday feature again. Thank you so much for Chris for swinging by. Had a blast with him. There'll be more Fresh Friday features. I want to do at least a couple of these a month, especially, to get the members out here, the ones that want to put themselves out there and just have a good time with the community. I really appreciate your guys' support. Guys, don't forget to destroy the subscribe button, as it really does help out. Ring that bell. Make sure you keep that in mind. None of this content is official financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. And don't forget to check out our short form content, our Discord, One Big Happy Family over there, and the semi-limited podcast Haver, and we have our very own podcast as well. Make sure you guys keep that in mind. Destroy the like button. At least do it for Chris, man. Hopefully you guys had a good time today. Yeah, thank you so much for your time, for your support, and for your attention. Stay fresh.